Hello everyone. I'm in Central Park on my way home from the Met, and I am just enjoying a bit of fresh air because we are finally having rain. If you're not in New York City, you wouldn't know this, but we've had a pretty tough drought, and I'm so excited to finally have some rain. I thought I would just pop in here to give some updates of what's been happening recently in the quantum healing hypnosis, in deep hypnosis, because it's quite extraordinary. And I'm noticing that things are changing very fast. So I thought I would give some updates. One thing that I've noticed for the past 2 weeks, and I've had about 13 sessions in 16 days. So that's quite a lot. That's not the usual amount of sessions that I do at any point in time. But that's what happened, and it was so extraordinary to get so many people at the same time and notice a few patterns. So, the first thing that I noticed was that people always used to connect to the higher self, and I've been noticing over time that there are many levels of the higher selves that they connect at. So, an interesting thing that happened a week ago is all someone's all aspects of the higher selves have merged into one as we connected to source afterwards. Now, this is someone that you will have seen on my YouTube channel. It's someone that I've done many sessions with, and it was so extraordinary to be told that all the higher selves have merged into one and that now we are connecting to source. So I'm curious how that will be moving forward. But why this is relevant from my perspective is because more and more of the clients connect for a little while to the higher self in sessions, and then many connect directly to source, and source answers all the question, because source is the place before duality exists, the place of unconditional love for everything that there is. And I just find it so interesting that as we are raising in vibration, so many of us are connecting directly there. How extraordinary is that? Another thing that's been happening, and this really would be good to make a whole other set of videos on, are what we call starseeds. Now, first of all, in my sessions, I don't really just get the usual starseed suspects, Arcturians and Pleiadians and other beings that have incarnations in a form of ETs, which is extraordinary, and I'm so excited every time I get those. But we also have beings that are creators, and they have had a lot of experiences outside of Earth, and they are really all souls in this universe. However, they have barely had any lives, if at all, before the current one that they have as they're coming to the session. So when we talk about starseeds, if it doesn't resonate for you, I really recommend you start there, because it's such a nice starting point. But if that doesn't resonate quite exactly, there is a reason why. You could be an angelic being, you could be a creator being, you could be a being that had lives and existences in other dimensions. Now, how do you know if you're a starseed? In the sessions, most of the time, I notice it's very easy to detect the starseeds from the way that they talk. If you are a starseed or anything else that makes you feel that you're different than other people, that you don't connect as, you don't connect, you don't relate to other people, you isolate yourself, you feel that other people bring you down very easily, you're very sensitive, you may or not be aware that there's something more to it, but most likely you are not an earth seed. Now, there's a whole thing that goes into the whole earth seed versus star seed debate, and in my perspective, there is no such thing, and we are all source seeds, including actually sources that are souls that are coming directly from source as their first incarnation on earth because they really wanted to help. So, what I'm trying to say here essentially is that if you find yourself alone, feeling different, and then of course that triggers the thoughts, there's something wrong with me, I'm different than everybody else, I'm the only one that doesn't think the same way. I don't understand. I don't agree with anything that's happening around here. This is crazy. I really encourage you to have a QHHT session. I think there's a blue jay you can probably hear, but I really encourage you to have a QHHT session, because the worst that can happen is you don't find out more. But what I notice over and over again with these souls that come for hypnosis sessions, for whom this is either the first life on earth, or they have had very little. Earth is a very unfamiliar place, but they make it mean something terrible about themselves, about who they are and what they're here to do. And it's very important, it turns out, that all the starseeds at least find out about their origin and where they came from, or at least have a knowledge or understanding, or they start to question the fact that maybe this is not it, that maybe there's here to do something else. It's very, very important, because a lot of the starseeds have forgotten. They came here as volunteers, and there are many type of seeds. I will just say source seeds, because star seeds is really, in my opinion, not resonating as much as source seeds, because their souls coming from so many vibrations, from the angelic realm, creator beings directly from source. So we have all that happening. But there's so many beings that came here for a mission, and that mission for the soul and for the collective is very important, and they have forgotten about it. But these are the beings that also in the sessions are most likely to open up very fast and to go wherever they need to go and to be shown whatever they need to be shown. So really, if you feel that any of this relates in any way to you, if you recognize yourself in any of this, a framework like QHHT, quantum healing hypnosis technique, is in itself neutral. You can explore with everything that you have right now. You don't have to give up any beliefs, you don't have to pick up any beliefs, but you're really exploring the origin of your soul and your destiny and mission in this lifetime. And you're always given the next step to make sure that you're not overwhelmed, because even if I was told a few years ago everything that I do today, considering how my life was at the time, I would have just quit. I would have never done what I do today, because it would have been so overwhelming to figure out the how. So we are always guided on this path. We are always shown so many signs through people, through videos like this one. If anything resonates for you, just give it a shot. And make sure you do the session with someone who helps you integrate and explains what happens, because there's a reason why every session goes the way that it goes, and you will find out more about yourself, more about how you connect with higher consciousness, with higher self, more about your mission, your purpose in this lifetime, who you are, where you came from. So if you've had a session, let me know here how it went for you. If you're considering one, just do it. And if you'd like to see more information or you have more questions, don't hesitate to write it down below, and I'll be very happy to keep updating you on what's happening. But this is the pulse of the past couple of weeks. Starseeds that forgot who they were, they completely had no idea, concept, attachment to any of this. They had no clue. They came to the sessions and they realized that they are here on a mission, and they just forgot. So let me know. Let me know what's on your mind as you're listening to this, and have a wonderful day.